Gone Freaks is during the Yorknew City arc. He went there. He was gonna go to the auction, and they were there, and the troop members were there too. They were getting seen by the troop members. It was Nobunaga and Machi that found him. Knew they were there. Took him back to the hideout. And they were interrogating him. They were like, "What do you know about the chain user? He killed my friend." Nobunaga says he killed my friend. And they were doing an arm wrestling match. Gon actually beat one of the other troop members called goddamn, what's that bitch's name? She ain't smart. Shizuku. That girl, he beat her and she forgot. She's like, "I don't remember losing to a kid. I know I'm not the strongest, but I'll never lose to a kid." And then Gon was losing to Nobunaga, but then he was like, I see that you have feelings for your, friends in the troop, you can shed tears for them, but like, what the fuck have you guys, you took people's lives, how did they feel? And then he smashed his hand down. And then Phaeton grabbed him and, held him up. Basically, what I'm basically trying to say is he wasn't on par with the troop members. He could have probably killed, or beat one of the weaker members of the troop. But at that point in time, Gon was still learning his nen. Killua had a better handle on shit still at this point in the story. And then at the end of it all, they were looking for Greed Island, the game. That's why they were there. And they ended up finding it, and then that led into the next arc. But during this time, he was, basically running for his life. So his strength's at 87%, speed 88%, durability 86%, 88 for his endurance, and 87 for his intelligence, 87 for his experience, and close skills 88%. Range skills 80%, recoup 85%, 86 for attacks, and an 86.2 for his overall power score during Yorknew City. The focus mostly went towards Kurapika during that time, but they were still there looking for the game called Greed Island because Gene Freaks left it for Gon, to, figure out and, find him, clues to find him and shit, right? But be cool, Claw in the corner, and watch Hunter x Hunter when you can.